Move along. Now, what is in the towards the, well, actually almost at the end of that grouping of gulls, there's one last smaller grouping. Oh, look at, we've got some gull, a different gull there, don't we?
Yes, we do. Good. Good eye.
And there's a shorebird, but we can get to that. Is that, what is that? Oops. Is it a Bonaparte?
That's the smallest of the gulls we've raised.
Of course, the wind, thanks, the wind picks up now.
As you can see, it's much smaller than the gulls.
I'm glad it's next to them.
It's got a thin bill.
You know, you're right. Right. So we're looking at a Bonaparte skull, everybody. Not in breeding plumage. We've seen them before in breeding plumage, and I've recorded them before on my own in breeding plumage. And out. You know, I've seen some that were, you know, not there yet. But here's one. Hadn't really expected to see it. It's along with some ring-billed gulls. And the wind is blowing, and, you know, that's how things are. But look how much smaller it is than the ring-billed. And there's a shorebird in and amongst those gulls. Not sure what it is.
So there's a sleeping shorebird to the right of the Bonaparte skull. What's interesting, his body's about the same size as its yellow legs.
You think so?
And I don't know which.
Okay.
There was a second still see it further back along.
Okay.
See, concentrated on still sandpiper.
I want to look at the Bonapartes a little bit just while it's there. I wouldn't mind if it would turn around. Sorry about the wind, everybody. Is that how it is? Or, I mean, because, you know, I'm not sure if what I'm dealing with is the lighting. Okay. I'm going to lighten things up. Maybe we'll see that they're pink, but I don't know if I can...
As gulls go, Bonaparte's gulls are more towards the turn size.
Okay. Looks like it's trying to stir things up with its feet. Do you see it? It looks like it's trying to stir things up. Or something. Or it's got gum on its shoes. I don't know. True. Hold on, I've got to get back on it. Well, I'm not going to do anything while we're this, while this wind is blowing like this. I want to try to get a close-up if I can. I've seen them, you know, before, but they've always been in motion. Oh.
The way, you know, ring-billed gulls have black on them. Cascade terns are black on the tips. On the spread wing of the Bonaparte skull, it does not typically
In flight. Everybody else also forgot to mention great egrets and great blue herons. I mean, there is a fair amount of activity here. Oh, hold on. And the bobolinks continue to vocalize. No, I'm already crazy, so I don't have to worry about that.
Lesser yellowlegs are just one greater yellowlegs.
Okay. Is that gull limping? Yeah, that's actually...
How much smaller it is than the rainbow gull. And the stilt sandpiper is pretty common. I get to see how much smaller the stilt sandpiper is. It's still a greater yellow.
Hope you can hear everybody what Dave is saying. See if we can zoom in on the Bonapartes just until that wind.
Comes another lesser yellowlegs just keep going. We've got greater yellowlegs, stilt sandpiper, and lesser yellowlegs all more or less together. The little greater yellowlegs sleep.
Oh, who just took off, and I see it. I'm on it.
Yeah, red tail, compact, short straight bill. Want to hazard a guess, or should I just?
It would be a hazard. Go ahead.
It's a semi-palmated sandpiper.
Oh, okay. I'm just not steady on it yet.
Yeah. So this is one of the classic peeps.
Semi-palmated sandpiper, everybody.
They're tiny, and often there's a lot of them. Stay still and far away, and how do you identify them? Well, identify this by shape. And I happen to have a convenient bird walk past behind it, lesser yellowlegs.
For size.
For size. The shape tells me it's a calidrus. It's in the genus which has least semi-palmated in it, as well as pectoral and red knot and a few other things. But this is a very pale bird. It's not dark brown at all. It has a wash of kind of, not really a great deal on the face and breast. It's really quite pretty. So the grayness and the paleness both point to semi-palmated sandpiper.
Okay.
As well as the fact that it doesn't have the wings sticking way out behind like you saw in that horrible view of the Baird sandpiper a couple weeks back. It was totally backlit, but we had the silhouette of the Baird sandpiper.
And I remember we could just see those wings.
A third of the length of the bird was just sticking out behind and not and sort of as a flourish rather than as the body of the bird. We call that a wing extension. And this does not have wings. And the tail coverts basically meet in the same place where the tail is, and it's all just pretty much ends like a football. Maybe rather deflated football, but still. Very compact bird. Doesn't have much neck, and it does have a straight bill, which is about the length of the head, maybe a little shorter.
Oh, you know, a number of shorebirds are flying now for some reason.
Joining up with some others. So now there's a whole flock of Semi-Palmated Sandpipers flying around. One bird in that flock is different as they land. Okay, they all landed to the right of the flock of gulls, so I can get to that flock.
Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. What am I hearing? I've been hearing the bobolinks. Oh, you know what? I know what I heard. It was a wood duck, I think, by the sound of it.
Oh, yeah. So, same place where that one Semi-Palmated sandpiper was before, there are now several dozen, but there's a couple other birds mixed in, and they're sort of towards the left end.
Okay.
You might see birds that are larger.
I do.
Browner. One of them sort of ruffling its feathers, starting to poke around. The other one's kind of steady still. But you might see on the breast, the one that's walking, it's dark on the neck, down onto the breast, and then it suddenly gets white. But it's a larger bird. It's larger than the Semi-Palmated Sandpipers. And that is our pectoral sandpiper. There's another one to the left. Two pectoral sandpipers.
The one on the right, well, okay, I was going to say it just went down to the ground. Now it's almost profile, correct?
It's feeding, and just standing up now. Now it's feeding. And, there's one that has been preening itself a little bit.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same bird.
Or left of the.
All right, let me see what I can do here. Hold on. So pectoral sandpiper.
Slight curve to the bill, but the bill is still about the same length as the head. It does have a neck when it really works at it to stretch to preen itself, but it's not a huge long neck like a. It doesn't hold it as a long neck the way a yellowleg does.
And certainly significantly larger than the semi-palmated sandpipers that they're with.
It's in the same genus, but it's definitely considerably bigger. But the pattern on it, I mean the color and pattern is pretty similar to a least sandpiper. In fact, there's a bird, 4 birds to the right, which I'm wondering if it's a least sandpiper. It's kind of brown with those braces on the back. I'm not sure about it. I would really like to see it. Head and breast better than the bird.
The wind is not helping me get close-ups that are steady, unfortunately. That a little, yes. That I can. Who's walking to the left right now?
That's a Semi-Palmated.
Okay, okay.
Another Semi-Palmated sandpiper, which is facing us.
Hold on, someone just. Okay. I believe more semi-palmated just came in. Oh, did you see that? It's like one bumped the other one. It's like.
Just quick scan the flock and see if I notice anybody else remarkably different.
Okay.
And it's not easy to tell because they're all doing different things.
Right.
So you have to try and figure out, well, if this bird moved into that position, is that what it would look like? It's just another dimension of learning the birds. You learn it in one position, then you see it change to a different position. Okay, now that's part of my repertoire. I've seen this bird change into that position.
Hearing some Canada geese also. Just hearing them. Just forgot to mention them to everybody. I don't see anything else that stands out very much as being different from what we're seeing in this flock. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just haven't seen.
I went all the way over to the mud beach and along the mud beach for quite a ways before I got to what I am confident is a least sandpiper.
Okay.
It's just much further.
American crows also, we've heard.
smaller and definitely brown and has a somewhat smaller head. Although it breaks my rule about smaller birds looking like they have larger heads. The least sandpiper looks to me to have a smaller head than the semi-palmated sandpiper. And maybe that's because it's darker also. It's darker feathering on the head and neck than the least. I don't know if I don't have a good way to tell you where it is.
Yeah, okay, I can understand.
It's just along the shoreline.
Okay, well. Anything near it at all?
Eventually they're going to come up to where there's ducks. That's quite a ways there.
Okay. So everybody, I'm not seeing it yet, but Dave is looking at a least sandpiper, which is even smaller than the smaller than the semi-palmated sandpiper.
It is named least for a good reason. It
Yeah.
actually is the smallest sandpiper we have around here.
We've
If you go along that mud to where you get to a sleeping duck, the first sleeping duck.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can see the duck. Hold on. Okay, let me make my way there.
It's right along the shore and rear end in the air and see its orange ankles and a big shovel bill. Standing up in the profile, doing a little preening. See how huge that bill is.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh, I see a shoveler.
It's right next to a teal.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a green-winged teal with a bright white patch on the side of the tail.
So this is, everybody, this is a northern shoveler right here. Eclipse male?
I think it's a female. I think the males are a little bit darker on the face.
Okay, so it's a female.
And
What about that? Is there a little bit of white at the back? I don't know if the females have that.
white on the tail?
A little bit, maybe?
Yeah, I do see white on the tail. And
So what do you think, male or female?
well, I still think that the males have a little more dark around the eye.
Okay, so probably female.
That's my guess.
Okay.
You can look things up later. And everybody else will have looked it up long before I get back to my field.
And in front of them...
That's another shoveler.
Oh, yeah.
It does have dark on the face. And it's a little more color, a little more brown on the sides.
So that's the male.
Looking at the big brown patch that goes from one side under the belly and up the other side.
So that is a male?
Yeah.
And what's this in front of both of them, like kind of snoozing? Is that another?
I'm going to guess mallard.
Okay.
Got that silvery on the wing. And it's otherwise generally kind of scaly. But
Oh, I think I see them. They're pretty much together.
yeah.
Okay, I'm on the shovelers.
Front and on the left, and he's passing the female. No, he's not. He's right next to him.
Okay.
But he's got the brighter yellow eye and darker feathers around the eye and towards the bill. And browner feathers on the side. It's pretty subtle. But those are hints of his breeding plumage, which is having a dark green head and chestnut side.
Now to the right of them, is that a blue-winged teal coming along?
I think so, yeah. It's got that tail front of the face, contrasting with black. To the left of the shovelers on the shoreline, the first sandpiper, which is about to go behind the male shoveler. I'm calling that a least sandpiper.
You think that's a least right there?
Yeah, as it bends down, in particular, you can see the neck is dark.
this, everybody seems to be a least sandpiper behind the northern shoveler. Well, it's no longer behind the northern shoveler. Hold on, Dave. Look, with that wind, yeah, we can't. Whew, that stinks. Wind or no wind, it's blowing right on us. Wait. Hold on a second. Who's that way out there? There's... Excuse me, Dave. There are two birds out there. They're shorebirds. They look like they're swimming. I wonder if we have the phalarope. Swimming a lot. Let me see if I can guide you there. Behind the gulls, the shorebirds that just took off, they were behind there in the water there. There were two that were swimming around. Now, yeah, I see two swimming around. And Dave had earlier seen a phalarope.
Yeah, if you get a good look at him, you see that he's swimming around. He's got a little more neck than the
It was a redneck phalarope. Hold on. Everything is being disturbed. Oh, who's that right there? Yeah, you're right. But everything's being disturbed for some reason. We can get to this group of shorebirds later.
This is not. These are bright white shorebirds, a little bit larger than the Semi-Palmated Sandpipers, with a black mark on the face, a black horizontal.
All right. Do you still see them, or? Okay.
Yeah, one of the phalaropes is behind the gulls. They're both behind, just on our side of the gulls.
On our side of the
Our
gulls?
side of the gulls, swimming to the left.
Oh, I think I might know what you're talking about. Hold on.
Going past preening
Hold on.
yellow legs, go past yellow legs,
There's a herring gull? Okay, we'll get to it later. I want to see the phalarope. Oh, I see them. There they are. Beautiful. Let me see if I can get, if the wind would cooperate, please. So this is a red-necked phalarope, and there are two of them. I'm looking at one right now. Well, not right next to it. It's behind what is probably a greater.
It's a lesser yellow leg.
Oh.
But it's behind the yellow leg. The other one's closer to a different yellow leg.
Well, there's one now. I'm looking. It's almost out in the open, and you know, in terms of relative to other birds.
But you see, as it's swimming, it's.
Well, they're both out in the open.
The way a pigeon does, and it has a very thin bill, and every once in a while it just pecks at the surface. Finds some minuscule thing that apparently is edible. It rides pretty low in the water, but it's mainly white below and on the sides, and then on the back, it's pretty boldly marked with a very dark brown.
It's a beautiful bird.
Tan stripes.
Just wish it would kind of hold still.
On the head, it's got a black crown, which becomes very narrow as it goes down the back of the head, down to the pink. But it's got this big black mask. Bandit's mask. Patch in the eye.
So everybody, again, we're looking at red-necked phalaropes. They're not in breeding colors, but they're still beautiful. Juvenile plumage? Okay. And, you know, it's not... where's the other one? I know there are two of them there. Oh, there, I see it. I just wish they would both just stop and hold still for a moment so we can...
Oh, what a lovely view. We've got two stilt sandpipers feeding a semi-palmated sandpiper, several semi-palmated sandpipers in the foreground, and these pectoral sandpipers and phalaropes behind. Oh, wow. This is just great.
All right, I'm going to dial it back so we can... I was trying to zoom in on the phalaropes because we don't see those that often. But I hope you heard Dave, everybody. We've got a nice variety of shorebirds here, and phalaropes are shorebirds. They're not, despite the fact that they're swimming like almost like ducks right now. Or actually, you know what? Yeah, like ducks, or even like American coots.
Yeah. Yes, they're feeding towards
I think I'm on the left one.
We'll be there in a moment. Oh, and the right one's walking this time. The left one is found, got so shallow that it ended up walking. Slow it down much. Walk versus wade versus swim.
No, it's a very smooth transition, actually. I don't know which one I'm on, if I'm on the right one or the left one, or... Oh, I think I'm on the left one. Left one's closer, I would say. I do too. I'm staying on the phalarope for the moment, hoping for things to steady down, or steady up, or however you want to put it. They seem to be doing their own thing. Oh, they're... Oh. Again, everybody, red-necked phalarope. They're not in breeding colors. They're juveniles, correct? Juveniles. best to give you a good look. Neat.
Characteristics and color options.
Yeah, it's non-stop. We've seen rednecked, I believe, in Wilson's once on the same occasion. There was one of each, and as I recall, and they just wouldn't stop moving. Wonderful. Well, they're getting farther away, but you know, I think we were lucky enough to get a decent look at them. It's not too bright. Oh, something's happened. Oh, peregrine in the air. Yeah, they're... Okay, look farther out. I believe there's not a huge concentration, but they're out there. Don't know how to describe it really. Oh, there they, and everybody's taking off now. I have them.
At least on the left end, there are several pectoral sandpipers in the river. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pectoral sandpipers on the left end.
Okay.
Another 2 that are in the middle.
You see that, I think you're looking, well, at least one thing I see is the, oh, there they go, the defined, you know, very clear line between the breast and belly.
Yeah, yeah. The first thing you'll probably notice is they're just bigger. And you got more of a neck and browner. That's the thing that really tells you what they are. I mean, the size tells you they're not semi-palmated sandpipers, and the color also. There's still 4 of the pectoral sandpipers together on the line. Not any more than that.
Oh, I think well, yeah.
They're coming down again.
Well, but they came down spread out, correct? A little bit?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, towards the front, I see a plover or two. They just took off. It was some kind of plover. I don't know what it was.
Okay, so the side that was closer to us?
Yes, but everyone's moved now. I can't help you.
Okay. Okay, well that would be neat.
I hear an eagle, I think.
I think a dry ground.
Well, when I first saw it, I thought, okay, geez, we're missing a killdeer. And then I looked at it more closely, and I was like, no, it's a different kind of plover. Yeah, keep going to the right. Keep going to the right, and you'll see there's one now that's facing left.
I went to the right and ran out of birds. So
Keep looking out right at the the front portion, just on where the water is starting to mix in with mud. At least. All right, you know what, Dave?
what?
I think it's time for you to come look at my camera screen here.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong part of the flock.
And I believe there's more than one. I think there may be more. I see one at least, but I thought I saw more than that. Sorry, I didn't give you a very good look through my camera screen, but
that was great.
Is that another one there? I think so. Yes, there's a second one at least. Now more on the mud. Looks a lot like, and then third, they look a lot like killdeer, but they're not.
Right, these are the half-size killdeer.
So what are these?
Half the weight, half the stripes, half the length of the bill.
Okay.
These are semi-palmated plovers.
Okay, semi-palmated plovers, everybody.
And again, the name semi-palmated means they literally have
some webbing on their feet.
Half of a web.
Half a web.
You know, they're in between their toes, instead of being completely webbed like a duck's foot, or completely unwebbed like a heron's foot. They've got just a half bit of webbing, and it does enable them to swim if they have to. And we did see a semi-palmated sandpiper swimming last week. But typically the semi-palmated plovers I see up on the mud. Now there's one that's bathing.
Yes, I'm on the bathing one.
Doing the water, obviously. But
cool.
Usually
look at that short bill.
Yes, tiny little bill. Plovers, the bill is shorter than the head, and semi-palmated plovers, it's extra short compared to the killdeer.
From a distance, though, I mean, if you're not getting a good look, if you're looking with the naked eye, you might say, "Oh, that's a killdeer."
Yeah, it's got that stripy look.
A third one's coming over now, so I have 3 in view now.
Yeah.
There may be more than that, but
That might be all. I mean, that's. I thought I was looking pretty carefully, and I didn't find any. But then again, you managed to find the Phalaropes before I did this time, also. So.
well, you know, that's the benefit of multiple eyes. I once was on a bird walk at Sapsucker, and I couldn't believe how the guide was seeing this. I was like, wow, how'd that see it? And I still say that some people, well, I know they don't make it up, but some people like Mark Chow, I think he has not just good eyes, I think he's got like more eyes.
No, it's amazing what you can train yourself to pick up. You know, if you're into birds, you will, things will become more significant
True.
to you, which are not significant to normal people.
That's true.
And we can develop that. So, looking for motion, looking for differences in color, looking for differences in size, all kinds of things like that. In this case, well, I'm really enjoying watching these plovers.
I am too.
Bathing and preening, and aside from which they're just plain cute. And cute is actually an objective term here, because we're programmed
Sure.
to think of of things like human babies,
Mhm.
you know, big head,
With a rounded head.
big round head, as being harmless, helpless, and attractive. That we want to help them out. And so when we see a bird and think, oh, that's cute, it often means it's a bird that has a relatively large head and a short bill. And that's the case here. These guys are cute. And when you say, oh, that's cute, think, why is it cute? And it's the extra short bill, which is a field mark, and it's the extra big head. I mean, if you compared it to a killdeer, the killdeer's head on the body, if you made the bodies the same size, the head would be smaller on the killdeer.
And am I wrong? And the killdeer seems to have a longer neck, slightly.
Yeah, and more neck, and you know, the body is more stretched out on the killdeer. This has a very short tail. Killdeer has a longer tail also. So it's, like I say, this is a half killdeer.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally about, I think killdeers are about 90 grams, and these are about 45 grams in weight. And the bill is about half as many dark stripes on the breast.
What are we talking about in terms of actual size dimensions, though?
Length, it's actually, it's a little bit larger than half in terms of length.
Okay.
But the bulk is about half.
I can't, by the way, everybody, I'm not sure I can see anything there with the naked eye. You know, I'm not even sure exactly where I'm pointed.
Yeah, it just looks like, you know, there's water and there's mud.
Yeah, I don't see any birds there.
But you zoom in with good optics, and you realize that they're actually very camouflaged.
Sure.
The sandpipers in particular.
Hold on.
Are
Bobolinks in the air, I think.
really?
Yeah. 3 or 4 of them. And, oh, they're flying around, but now I have trees in the way, and I don't see them any longer.
Shorebirds are flying.
I'll tell you, this has been a good outing.
We have to look at the shorebirds from the side to see them well. They're really pretty well camouflaged from above, because they try, you know, they're kind of mud colored, and they're paler underneath. It's what we call counter shading, so that shadow makes the bottom look about the same darkness as the top. It makes them hard to see.
Oh, the Bonaparte is still there, and in with the gulls. The other gulls, by the way. Well, now I can't see it. There's oh, everyone took off. Why'd everyone take off?
Sometimes you just see
Yeah, sometimes they just take off.
exercise, you know, to keep in shape. They don't fire drill, but sometimes it actually is a peregrine falcon threatening their lives. At this point, there are a lot of turkey vultures overhead.
Yeah.
They should not be reacting to turkey vultures.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just... Yeah, I know. That did not help at all, where they landed.
I wonder if they did that on purpose.
I think they did. I know I didn't say anything, but you may have insulted them. I'm not sure. I think you insulted them.
You know, I sometimes wonder how much birds deliberately make themselves harder to look at. And have you ever been watching a bird and notice that it flies so that it forces you to look at the sun.
Yeah, that is not good.
But it's a relatively easy thing for a bird to do. All it has to do is look down and see where its shadow is. And
Yeah, that's true.
if its shadow to go across you, bam, you're blinded. And,
And
no longer a threat.
that is true. Actually, everybody, you do have to be very careful about this. This is not a laughing matter. If you're looking through a scope and you're following a bird in the air, or you just want to look at one that has the sun behind it, you have to be careful you don't accidentally look through your scope at the sun and really cause real damage to your eye.
Well, the birds have moved to be closer again, so
Yeah, that is a little better.
and a nicer angle.
Actually, they're
On this lovely green duckweed or whatever it is.
I'd love to find the semi-palmated plovers again.
I have a feeling they're not going to come out here. This is.
You may be right.
I don't know where they went, and I was surprised when you found them before, so I'll be surprised no matter where we find them. I'm really glad you found them. That was something I had not seen yet today, and was missing.
Well, easy to miss considering just the size of the area and the size of the birds.
We've been mainly following the big flock. The birds that flock together are more conspicuous.
Well, I want
And they land together.
to... Right. Oh, one of the phalaropes is still there, coming in. At least one. See it? Red-necked phalarope, everybody. It's behind them, you could say, swimming. Actually kind of in relatively good light if it would just hold still.
Well, it wouldn't be a phalarope if it held still. That's against the rules.
Do you see it yet?
I think I was in the wrong group of...
Oh, okay. Well, this one's in the water beyond them. Smooth water. I lost it now.
Well, now I know there's a reason why I'm not seeing it.
Oh, they're both there. Oh, I see them both.
Okay.
If you see the green area, correct? The green duckweed area. Goes, it's behind them in the smoother water. You've got a couple birds swimming around, and you'll see one of they're the phalaropes. I see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're both there.
Okay.
They're not close to each other.
Okay. I found them both. Thank you.
Okay, my pleasure.
Oh, they're fun.
I don't know where they are with the naked eye. Oh yeah, I see. Well, I have one on my scope now. And I'm going to leave my scope trained on the phalarope for the moment, unless it moves out of view. I want to look with binoculars back at that area where the plovers were. Me? Oh, you may be right. I'm going to look back at that muddy area, slightly muddy area, and see if the plovers are still there, because that's more their kind of thing, apparently, according to Dave, everybody. Yep, they're still there. 3. The plovers are still where they... Did they just take off? That was rude. Thanks. So do I. No, they were. Oh, wait, they're still there. They're still there. Yep. three of them are still there, and they're just on the edge between where the water meets the mud. Just on the edge there.
Oh my goodness, they are hard to see. I found them finally.
They really are. I can't see them at all with the naked eye.
Very inconspicuous.
Yeah, they really are.
Of course, they're all turned so that
Right.
band across the breast does not show. So it's basically
Shorebirds.
muddy colored and not even streaked too much. I mean, there's a little bit of a
Okay, they're
now as they're
starting to turn around a little bit.
contrast.
But notice, if you remember the black-bellied plovers we saw last week, everybody, they didn't have long bills. They were larger, I think, than this, certainly.
Oh yeah.
But same shape and everything. So shape is the key, and they're both plovers.
What I think is interesting is they stand with their head fairly upright.
Mm-hmm.
They walk with their head upright. They're looking around, and then they lean over and pick at something.
Yeah.
Different than, for instance, the least sandpiper when it's walking around. It basically has its head down most of the time.
I'm hearing the bobolinks again from over to our right and behind us. I don't know if any are in the area. I think I see that with killdeer also. I mean, they run with their heads level and held up high, and then they pick at something. Oh, am I looking at a dowitcher maybe? I'll bet I am. It's, if you just a little bit to the left of the gulls. Yeah, a little to the left of the gulls and in the rough water. Oh, and there's a phalarope coming along. One of the phalaropes is about to be right in front of it. And here comes the other phalarope. So we have both phalaropes and the short-billed dowitcher. Nice. Yeah, this is great. Again, short-billed dowitcher, everybody. I'm going to try to get it steady. There's only so much I can do. The wind is blowing right now, but... Okay. I've got what would be a good view if it weren't, I mean, we're not in bad, tough lighting. It's actually easy lighting. Yeah, exactly. I just can't hold my camera super steady, and as you mentioned, the feathers are being moved by the wind also, so I can't hold the dowitcher steady.
Top of the tail is barred black and white. A lot of different sorts of speckles going on. Nice warm silver on the breast. Browns on the back. Barred tertials.
It hasn't stopped, has it? I mean, it's not like it's... I wish it would stop and, look up or something for just a moment or two. Yeah, they are. And, you know, you might as well take advantage of the light to look at the phalarope, or one of them. Again, red-necked phalarope, a juvenile. I'm hearing the bobolinks again. You know, I'm getting tired of that. It's taunting.
Presumably they're communicating with each other.
No, they're saying na 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 to us. Oh. One of the phalaropes is preening now. It's stopped and it's on its feet. It's not swimming. Just wish the wind would stop. And I wish it would turn a little bit. Do you see the one that's stopped?
Yeah. You see all those nice stripes down the back.
Just wish the wind would stop.
Down into that narrow, dark thing.
Oh, there goes. That's a beautiful bird. And the dowitcher is still there. Again, short-billed dowitcher, everybody. I don't know where the other phalarope is. Don't know. Of the, yeah, I see that. Okay. Oh, I missed it. But, you know, it's now out of, it's in slightly shallower mud, I would say, now. Kind of, maybe. Yeah, I was just going to say.
That looks like rain over there.
You may be right.
That's the direction the wind is coming from.
There was no rain predicted. Maybe this is the rain that we were supposed to get last week. I'm just kidding. Oh, both phalaropes now in view, and the dowitcher all together in one view, depending on how you are zoomed in. So red-necked phalaropes. And back to the dowitcher. Wherever it is. Hold on. Can't find it. I see it. Oh, everybody's in motion now. Everyone just landed farther out. I don't see any reason why. Okay, now, and the phalaropes are behind it. This has been good. This has been great, actually. Yeah, and you know, quite honestly, I was going to say, somehow, the phalaropes remind me of the Bonaparte's gull when, you know, seeing them swim. I don't know where the Bonaparte's is.
It's kind of to the right, it's among the gulls. It's nearly at the right end of the gulls.
Oh, I see it. I see it. It's kind of in the back.
Yep.
Caspian terns, ring-billed gulls, and here, everybody, again, is a Bonaparte's gull, center screen. Much smaller than the ring-billed. You know, I should have been looking at that because the lighting is good. And it's kind of separated. I wish it would turn for us to see it in profile. It's your cue. Turn in profile, please. Non-breeding plumage. We're going to start walking back, everybody, and we'll see what we can see as we do. You know, I wonder if this would be actually a good time for me to shut down for a while.
If that helps protect your equipment.
No, I'm not. I mean, just because I'm seeing what's... Yeah, we're going to be walking, and I don't know if we're going to see anything different than what we're seeing now. So maybe we'll take a break, everybody. And it is 1:30. Let's, to be on the safe side, give me to about 2:30, but I have a feeling it'll be sooner than that. Hopefully it won't be raining or anything before then, but, you know, if it is, it is. But this has been really a good outing here. We've seen a nice grouping of species, a nice variety, really, and including a few surprises. And as Dave said, it's you know, difficult to leave here. But before we do, I want to thank Dave and for all his help, all his knowledge.
My pleasure. It's been a lot of fun, and it's always helpful to have a second pair of eyes, and really helpful to have some good video to review out.
Yeah, it is. That, I have to say, is always fun. You never know what you're going to see. I think it's frustrating if you do see something, you know, later on. Oh, I missed that. You know, the camera got it, but I just didn't realize it was there. I would have done this or that, or... But anyway, everyone, we will see you all in a while. Okay. And I feel, you know, I feel privileged to be able to see them myself with my own eyes. So, I'm, you know, here are the 3 sandhill cranes, which I didn't see earlier, but just nice to see them always. 2 adults and 1 young. And one of the adults is running. Okay, they're all 3 together now. You can see the young one in between them. Okay, now they're kind of going their separate ways. If I can, there they are. They just flew here, you know, short ways away, walked a little bit, not much, and that's the young one. Isn't it a beautiful bird? What a cutie. So this is the juvenile, and with 2 adults. They just flew over, so we now saw, and I didn't capture it on camera, but we saw them in flight a little bit. They flew slowly in the air. They weren't in a real hurry, but flew over to the grassy area. Now they're on just the edge of the grasses, the shorter grasses, and the taller vegetation. You can see the young one is still quite a bit smaller than the 2 adults. But it was able to fly. I'm not gonna stay with them too long. Hearing crows in the distance, well, behind me anyway. And they're walking along, so I mean, it makes it harder for me to give you close-ups, but they are beautiful birds. Of course, appreciate all the information and sightings work by Dave Nutter. It's been great to have the opportunity to see the shorebirds as we have, and again, that was a restricted area that we were in, but we were allowed in. We were given special permission, and it's not just even a blanket permission for an extended period of time. He has to request that permission every time we've done this, for each occasion. So again, these are Sandhill cranes, and I'm going to let them go, but it's nice to see them, certainly. Where's the third one? Oh, I see it. It's over here. Absolutely love them. But we're going to get going. We've got only so much time. It's almost 3 o'clock.